Well, chat, let's get one more season in there with the Maple Leafs then, shall we? If roster editing can't work tonight because the NHL Edge website doesn't want to work, then damn it, we'll give it one more shot with your Toronto Maple Leafs, who are fresh off of losing in the Stanley Cup final to the Edmonton Oilers, you might recall. 4 losses in a row, by the way. Great. Big boy, I watched that video. It was tremendous. I actually watched the stream where they were messing around with that. So yeah, we're going to give it at least one more season. This is probably the last hurrah, as it is. Like, I've been wanting to do this, and the only, like I said, the impetus for it was shit fucking up. But now that NHL 24 is in a decent enough spot to be able to roster edit, stuff like that, we're going to kind of keep going that direction. Doesn't mean that we won't get to like NHL 18 or go to NHL 10 or later. We got plenty of time to do that, of course. We can propose trades on draft day outside of the draft. That is tremendous. A reminder of our current situation, in which we do have the Blue Jackets first round pick. Our goaltenders, Ian Scott's insane, Nick McBride's there, Kata Hat, among others. So our goaltending is still in a good spot. We'll see if that's the case after this offseason. Knew I still had a Word document open. There we go. Our defense still has Riley, Doughty, Isbister. Of course, we ruined a couple of players. You knew I had to mention it again. We ruined a couple of players by editing like absolute idiots. Idiots. As they were mostly forwards, but we do still have a whole lot of talent on this team, by God, including a low franchise guy. But, yeah, Obstrider, Roche, Claremont, we ruined those guys. So, no more editing is what I'm telling you. Let's go to this draft, where we have the 26th pick. The hell am I supposed to do with that? Maybe trade up to number 1 with Washington. Give me a second. Imagine forgetting about a glitch in an 8-year-old game. Yeah, well, you know. Is there any way to pull off this trade? I don't think there is. Without getting some rid of people, or I don't know if I want to get rid of them yet. So I think we're probably stuck. Probably. Unless we moved on from Ian Scott, but trading him to another Eastern Conference team would absolutely screw us, wouldn't it? There's apparently Dundas, who's an exact elite in the top 10. All right, well, maybe we can do that then. Maybe we can trade to pick number 6. Let's see what happens. So Koroluk was a medium elite. Grabeshkov apparently as well. Altschuler, oh boy. Bell, who's a high 6. And Detroit takes Pascale. So that confirmed elite. And Dundas is still there. As if our scout's not lying to us. Vancouver, would you like to trade your pick? All right, well, we're not getting Vancouver's pick. Let's hope we don't see Dundas. We didn't. Minnesota. Soda. Oh, my God. No one wants to trade their picks now. Are you going to take Dundas? We're not even the ones that got screwed. And I'm upset for Minnesota. With our 25th pick, totally exact is right. With our 25th pick, we are going to go for Morgan Jovanovski. Looks pretty damn good. How good are any of these guys? Going all the way down to Korpan. Ald could be okay. Wade Dubnyk, not looking so hot. Polachek, not looking so hot. Ola Sundin. Philip Korpan, 20-year-old OFD. Let's go for the goalie. Take old Jovo Cop. I like when we get a better player at 26 than we would have had we traded up to pick number 6. It's a rewarding draft. Criminy. Oh, God. Let's go for Kuka. Why? I don't know, because his name is Kuka. He's a medium 9. That's fine. Actually, have another 3rd round pick. Forgot about that. Maybe we just take somebody that we don't have any information on. Let's go for... we got to take the pot van for Toronto, right? Do Steve Dangle proud. That guy won't... Nope. He's terrible. He's terrible. The draft in this game, I don't think I like it very much. It might be considered a hot take. But I think I stand by it. Let's go. I don't even care at this point. Let's just let the AI choose. It doesn't matter who the hell we end up with at that stage. It's all best guess anyway. See if the AI landed us at anybody half decent that I can then ruin by changing them from left wing to right wing. I wonder if that's why. I don't remember the exact timeline, but I wonder if that's why they took out the ability. If they couldn't fix the glitch. So they're just like, take away the ability for people to edit. Sounds like something they would have done. So we'll qualify Ian Scott. Nick McBride. We will let go of one Louis Domingue. We'll hold on to Kata Hat. Jovanovski ended up being a 72, so we will sign him for the AHL. And Mark Dekanic can go. So we'll move on from him. Good song, don't want it. Let's see. Defensively... Gotta give him the deal. I can't not sign Morgan Rielly, even if it's an inevitable sign and trade. We can't afford to lose Mo for nothing. That is a whole lot of money, even in the summer of 2022. It's a lot of money. Say goodbye to David Schlemko. So the guys aren't worth signing at all. Yeah, we didn't get anybody defensively. Right wing side, we got to keep Caffery. Pia Suter can go. Zach Stortini can go. And Kuka. Left wing side, Bristle. It's actually not that bad as I thought it was going to be. Virta, one of the prospects we ruined. Still decent enough to hold on to. Then at center, Austin Matthews is an RFA. Thomas Foster's an RFA. We'll drop Nick Patan. And then again, we got a whole bunch of nothing for prospects. And there's no way to, improve your auto scout. They just suck, no matter what. The game punishes the crap out of you for not doing it on your own. As Morgan Rielly has re-signed. Morgan Jovanovski takes the ELC. Bristle, Virta rejected. I wouldn't be happy either if I aged you 5 to 7 years. I wouldn't be happy either. Virta wants to leave, and you know what? We'll respect that. Carter Hart's back. Yeah, Patrick Virta's on the way out. What are we at cap-wise? 29 contracts with $23 million available. Okay. So we could definitely look for prospects that might be here. So in terms of prospects, the top 2 are ours. So there's nobody. Yeah, nothing to do there. Defensively, Ryan Ellis. Ooh, John Klingberg in Toronto. What's the worst that could happen? In terms of prospects, Berg Fours is ours. We traded for him. You got Mantha. Shing is ours. Boyd is ours. So at best, we could go for Ellis or Klingberg. Maybe even Mirko Mueller. Forwards. Matthews is ours. Johnny Gaudreau. Leon Draisaitl. Caffrey is ours. Do we have any prospects? I mean, Virta doesn't count anymore, and he wanted to leave. For the high nines, Fortier. I mean, their RFA is 23 years old. Okay, well, there's really nobody to sign thought in the Celtics so far this season. Fun fact, I haven't watched a single basketball game this year. Or this season so far. The whole idea of the in-season tournament and everything, too, I'm just like, nothing about how the NBA is going about things right now appeals to me, aside from the fact that the talent pool is maybe the best it's ever fucking been. It's insane how good the talent level is in the NBA right now. But, yeah, it's just not a priority for me at the moment. I don't think we're going to have the money to really do anything here. Given the RFAs that we have, Matthews, Caffrey, does Scott still want an absurd amount of money? Yeah, he does. Yep, so we're not going to be able to go after any of the top free agents. We're just going to kind of have to sit here and sim to the start of next season. Take it from there. Wait to see what qualifying offers pop up, whatever else, but yeah, it's not looking too good. Not at all. Both the NBA and the NHL are going through golden age level talents. I agree. I mean, if you think about it, though, it's been the case for 20 years. I mean, obviously Crosby and Ovi were a year or two after, but it lines up between LeBron for the NBA and then Crosby and Ovechkin for the NHL, and then you just see the kind of continued evolution, high-end skill levels, and that's just kind of been the theme. Jake, good evening. How goes it? How goes it? What do you want to do with Ian Scott? I'd like to not pay him $9 million a season, please. I don't need a Bobrovsky on this team, after all. And I have to stop the sim because we don't have enough people signed. Not good. Lots of Novi's comments that he and Crosby saved the NHL. I mean, they're right. You can say it. I'm not saying you're wrong. You sound like a douche for saying it. Well, then again, he sounds like a douche for a couple of different things, doesn't he? So, let's sign this Pattison dude. Anybody else we can go after? Friedrich! Go after you, too. There's not a whole lot to do here, is there? Whoops. Manage budget, go to contracts, working on my new rating system from doing my rosters, trying things different. Hey, it's never a bad thing to try different things. Unless those different things involve using NHL Edge. And the website just decides not to fucking work. We need unsigned players. I need to sign Kuka. Anybody else that was worth signing? Barry, are you Canadian? A name like Marty, of course, he's Canadian. Nighthawk, what's up? I'm halfway through writing a paper that I was talking about a couple nights ago. Only halfway, and it was a couple of nights ago, huh? Did you just start tonight, or have you been working on it the past couple of days? That's the real question. All right. Well, we know the other offer sheets aren't going to come through, too. We included Edge, and I hate it and love it. Fair. Yeah, like I said, AJ has it working fine for him tonight, but I can't get it to load for me. It's really weird. RFAs. Matthews, $8 million for the year. Bergfors, 3.3. Caffrey is 4. Scott wants $8 million now. Jesus Christ. Let's sign Nick McBride. There's a chance that we're not going to bring back Ian Scott. I mean, especially, too, this might be our last hurrah here. Nope, Scott took the qualifying offer. Thank God. Thank God. Just what the doctor ordered. Ian Scott taking the qualifying offer. NHL Edge is their new analytics platform. Direct from the NHL technology that they have in the puck and player uniforms that are stitched in. So on and so forth. So it is a really good resource. Can I send to the next preseason game, please? Okay. So if this is indeed our last hurrah, we need to put forth the best roster that we possibly can. The question is, what the hell does that look like? Because I don't have the answer to that at all. Especially when we only have 34 contracts. So in goal, it is Scott making $1 million instead of $9 million. That's incredible. McBride is still an RFA for some reason, even though I sent him an offer. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, good. I can still offer these guys deals again. I feel like I offered them a deal as like the season was rolling over, so it glitched. Please sign those contracts. I can't afford to have something else break on me tonight. Please. Sign the goddamn paper. Austin. Sign the paper. Thank you. Except Austin didn't. Sign the fucking paper. Thank you. Okay. Now. There we go. Down to $2 million in cap space. That's more like it. So goalie-wise, it is pretty straightforward. Although Carter Hart is a backup goalie now. Shit. Okay, so NHL-wise, we have Scott and McBride. AHL-wise, we have Jovo and 2 mystery men. Because we'll trade one Katahat just to move on from him and get the most out of him. Defensively, I have to also back out of the mode now to make sure we have up-to-date player roles. I critique and criticize the modern game as much as anybody, but I will say there have been improvements. There have been. That's one of them. Let's go back over to the defense here. See what we got going on. So, okay. Tough spot to be in. I'll say that. We got to keep Doughty, right? Keep Riley and Doughty together. Or I mean, Doughty has sucked, though, in the playoffs. The alternative is running Riley with, like, Murata. If we go with Riley and Doughty, between Murata and Bergfors, 2 can stay, 2 can go. It seems pretty obvious it would be Corbin and Bergfors. And we would keep one Sauve and Murata. And then that third pair would be Shing with Ruchin. And get rid of the Bannock. It was NHL level. From there, From there. Oh, wow, but he ends up being insane in this game. It's hilarious. How are you, by the way, buddy? It's been a bit. Let's see, we got Isbister and Saint-Louis in the AHL. Linzen. I guess. I mean, we might as well just play the guy. He's not that good. We got Linzen and Boyd. I don't even remember having Ryan Graves on this team, but apparently he's here. Must have signed him last year. And then we need a little bit of depth. But that is pretty well set up. And then for the forwards. The forwards. What do we got? So top line of Matthews, Huberdeau, and Locke stays. Second line, somebody's got to go between Tkachuk and Timashov. I don't know who to keep. I can't listen to this song right now. It's too unserious. There we go. Who the hell do we get rid of between Timashov and Tkachuk? Catherine Bristol also included. I mean, Bristol's been decent. Tkachuk can still get better. Timashov's at 25. Okay, I think I know what direction we're going. Second line is going to be Caffrey, Bristol, and Tkachuk. We're going to move on from Timashov, who just hasn't taken that step up. Third line, even though we ruined this freaking guy, Roche is there. So between Roche and Veleno, somebody's got to go. Veleno obviously stays. That's easy enough. Howden obviously stays. So that's between Roche and Foster. I mean, Roche has the better trade value, so we might as well just keep Foster with how even out they are. So we'll get rid of Roche. And then fourth line, we only have two, which is Scott, Claremont, and then we need somebody else. We do have 3 depth forwards. Can be Dante Hanoun, who ends up staying. We'll have Kasperitis as the scratch. And then AHL will be Erickson and company. So we know who needs to go. So let's work on some of these trades. So goalie-wise, Carter Hart. I'll send you to Philadelphia. If I can. Which apparently I can. We'll see if you can take that starting job away from Anthony Stolars. Okay, well, Carter, I don't really know what to tell you. I don't really want to make a trade right now. Carter Hart for a 3rd-round pick? Sure, whatever. We'll take the 3rd for 1 Carter Hart. Defensively, we have Corbin, Bergfors. Oh my God, the value. Banach. Urban Bergfors, Banach, Timashov, and Roche. That is a lot of trade value. Who's the most valuable person in the league right now that I might be able to steal away? That's the real question. This is what we had done previously. But with that much trade value... Oh... I'm just gonna mark down that guy's name. I'm concerned that his value's Jesus. Not that we need another defenseman. Oh my God, Jonathan Drouin. Caps out at a 95. Shoosh. Still got Chikrin up there. The Canucks did have Osgood as only a 78. At 19 years old, though, that's a damn good prospect. And he's Canadian. That is pretty damn good in terms of the type of player to get right now just to clear out cap space. Howden hasn't moved an inch in rating the past 3 seasons despite being a high elite. That is fair. He's going to be he's just, for me though, it's the idea of like he's just going to be a super high rated third liner. So even if he doesn't grow. There's Koroluk. How good was the guy on Vancouver? He was a medium elite, wasn't he? He was a high elite, for fuck's sake. What the hell? Dude, the trade values on this game are insane. I still don't think I fully understand them anymore. What the hell? Okay. Well, we might be going and talking to our lovely friends in Vancouver. Because that is looking like the best deal for us. Unless we go after like Andy Parse, who was a first overall pick. But again, that's Buffalo. We don't really want to make that trade. Vancouver would be pretty good for us. Is there anybody else, high elite or medium franchise, who's still a developing prospect? I mean, Grabeshkov, but we don't necessarily need him. Eye Patch, what's up? How goes it? I think we have our target. I think we do. I know I'm looking through this quickly as well, and I apologize for that. But obviously, we have a Stanley Cup to win. Damn it. God, the blockbusters that we've pulled off with LA. It won't happen this year, though. We'll lead Alex Nylander. Love high elite Pavel Zacha as a Bruins fan. Yeah, okay. Vancouver. I bet I'm doing well. Mills as well. How goes it? Oh my God, that Weller guy. 92 now. That's insane. It is a name that I recall. All right. Vancouver, who need a lot of cap space anyway. Or have a lot of cap space anyway, so this deal could go through no problem. We want Osgood. And then anybody else that I can stick into the AHL along with the draft picks. Do you have anybody else who's interesting? Zadorov. You're interesting. Whoops. Okay, not interesting enough, apparently. Let's try that again. Zadorov, you're interesting. Anybody else that's interesting? Nico Hischier, who's not that good in this reality, apparently. A dude named Damian Greer. Sure. Works for me. We also have... I mean, that Krebs dude is there. Krebs, K. Shawari. Not going to prioritize the franchise guy. So the reason why I was looking at Vancouver over San Jose... Well, actually, yeah, and San Jose has the same issue in terms of contracts. If I go for the franchise guy, I have to make another trade. Which is Drew Doughty. But honestly, Drew Doughty has been shit. Maybe we go best of both worlds and trade Drew Doughty to Vancouver. Maybe that's the way we go. Let's see. They also have Lawson and Polier. Anybody else? Quint. Everyone's best friend. Airplane, I think. It's fucking loud. So I'm probably going to get murdered on trade value here, but honestly, that's okay. Or we just do 4 players. So what if we take out Roche? And we safety net this really quickly. Even with like a second. Corbin, Bergfors, Banach, Timashov. Scarlett, Larson, Poirier in a second. Not quite. What if we take that out? I mean, the deal is 4 for 4. Corbin, Bergfors, Banach, Timashov for a franchise defenseman and 3 prospects. That's a done deal with our friends in San Jose. Vancouver, how would you like Drew Doughty? How would you like Drew Doughty? I will also give you Roche. Drew Doughty, as they called him back in the day. That would be good. Is Zykov a depth? Yeah, Maxim Zykov would be pretty good. Greer, Zadorov. What else can I get here? Gunderson's a bit too good. Volomaki's a bit too good. What about Krebs? Doughty and Roche for Osgood, Zykov, Greer, Zadorov, and Krebs. Do you say yes? No. Do I have anything else I can give up here? Do I have anybody else that I can give up here to get this deal to go through? Because that would be goddamn hilarious. What about this dude who has good trade value for no reason whatsoever? So does this guy. Still no. I'm not surprised because, again, they didn't want to trade any of the assets that we're trying to trade for. What about Savage? Oh, yeah? Oh, no. Draft picks. Don't have my first rounder this year. That's not ideal. Not going to be able to get all these guys, am I? First rounder? What if I take out Potvin and add in a second? There we go. All right, so Drew Doughty is on his way to the Vancouver Canucks. He's going to Vancouver. There we go. And with that now, we can go to free agency and craft out the rest of this team, which includes signing Mark Dekanich. Also includes signing... Let's go for Andrew Hammond. I was going to say John Muse, but... Michael Neuwirth, you have no loyalty to your players. I am the Vegas Golden Knights. Nick, what's going on? Welcome in. How the heck are you? How the heck are you? This is a drastically different NHL 16 franchise at this point because we're in 22-23, so you've missed a lot, but welcome. We go back through a lot of older franchise modes, as well as modern, at least once I have the custom roster I'm working on done and completed. So I do need those contracts to go through. I don't remember this UI for 16. The funny thing is, it's super, super similar to what we have now, though, honestly. Maddie, hello. Should I say Merry Christmas to you now? Or will you be able to stop in before then? How are you? There's the primer on the 6 months. What a man. What a man. Maddie, how you been? Oh, Ian Scott's big mad. He's actually a 91 overall, but right now, he's big mad. There's the 5 gifted from Maddie. As he does. Maddie, thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. Your kindness is always appreciated. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We were doing some NHL 24 roster editing, and then again, the NHL Edge website broke. So we had to put a pause on that for now and decided to do one more season here in Leafland.
Highly unnecessary.
All right, let's see. Murata and Ruchin need to get called up for Zadorov. 50 and 07 as well on the resub. Moving into a big boy adult house, and 61 months ago I was a college freshman. Watching The Menu Man. I don't know if anyone's ever called me The Menu Man, but I feel like I should run with that, so thank you for the new gimmick. 50, thank you for the 61 months, and congrats on the big boy house. My goodness. My goodness, my goodness. I have to run with that. That's just genius. Shout out to Soap gifting a sub to Menu Man. Oh my god. All right. Hold on. I need to send a Twitter message right now. Right now. Before we even forget this idea. We're running with that. Give me 1 second. My goodness. One second. Beautiful. Crash Andrews, you handsome devil. The godfather of Fortnite, Crash Andrews. As everybody calls him. The 50, I think you did. Off the cuff, I think you just made a lovely contribution to the lore of this channel. I think you did. This is a banner night. A banner night. Eat, sleep, menu. We did have the eat, sleep, roster, edit, repeat thing, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. All right, let's see. Terms of the team. We're missing Scott and Claremont, who are pissed. Snipe has that shirt. There you go. Honestly, that's something I've been bad at, admittedly, is keeping up with the whole merch deal. We got to get better at that moving forward. We do. All right, I believe we're good to go. I think we are. Let's take a look at what this team is looking like. We're in the offseason. We're at the very start of the 22-23 season. So, let's see. So it scratches Lawrence Scott, which, no. You sure do, Crash. You sure do. Crash Andrews, by the way, sent me this lovely shirt, courtesy of his friends at Dungeon Wrestling, based out of Alberta. The Sons of the Hitman have a wrestling promotion. So, hey, if you're in Canada, keep an eye out. Keep an eye out. And shout out to Crash Andrews for free shit. Nothing more than a content creator loves than free shit. Except it's not shit. It's a very comfortable shirt. Where the hell's... Oh, because Hanoon's way the hell up there. Okay, there we go. So Scott Hanoon Claremont. Every time I watch Danton Heinen play, it trips me out. I remember Heinen being an unphotographed rookie who played so well for your NHL 14 team. Fair. Back in the day. Jay French, I have a copy of NHL 08, so keep an eye out. You never know. So there we go. I think that's... is pretty much the team that we are going to see if they can make a run. It's going to be Locke, Matthews, Huberdeau, Bristle, Kachuk, Caffrey, Valeno, Foster, Howden, Hanoon, Scott, and Claremont. I can't help but wonder if I were to put Lawrence Scott on the first line if he'd develop. But you ever been told that you look like IRS? I mean, hey, I will take the Erwin R. Shyster comparison every day of the week. Let's see. Definitely going to have Scarlett with Riley. What a team, though. What a team this is. Even if Ian Scott's overall drop because he's currently mad, we are pretty damn well set up. Go best lines in the AHL. We'd want to get Kuka into the lineup. And then left wing side. So there are a couple of dudes that we could sign to help fill out that roster a little bit better. But for the most part, it is looking pretty good. Even for the Marlies, especially with medium elite Morgan Jovanovski between the pipes. So we said one more run. This is probably the last hurrah with this team, unless the hooks kind of sink in again. I don't know if I can tolerate another brutal playoff loss with the Leafs. They can't seem to avoid them.